Hi all, just a brief update on the E30. I haven't done an awful lot in the past couple of weeks. I haven't got any excuse other than I've just been a bit busy with other things. But I took out the RMP bucket seats that were in the car when I bought it. They just weren't for me. I don't particularly like blue bucket seats at the best of times, but the OMP ones, I just never really liked the brand. I mean, I'm sure they're probably perfectly good seats, but they're just not for me. I intend to fit Sparco, the Sparco Evolution, which is what I had in my E30 M3. I really like those seats. They are a better fit for somebody who's my size and build. Sticking with the same steering wheel, really like the Momo wheel. Will probably fit a quick release just to aid getting in and out of the car because I am disabled. And so anything that makes life a little bit easier, that's what I shall do. What else is there? I need to eventually give the whole of the inside of the E30 a repaint. It'll just be, it won't be anything too groundbreaking, probably white or a light grey, just to make everything look at that much cleaner really. There's a bit of welding to do. I've got some welding to do over at the ends of the sills where it joins the wheel arch, down in the rear door pockets there. Usually E30 stuff. The floor pan's not too bad. Front scuttle's not bad either. I might even take the cage out and paint the cage. I say I'm just going to be like project managing the jobs really. Thanks to the guys at Rally Prep up near Newquay, who build some lovely cars. They were responsible for building Chris Harris's E30 M3 up into a Group A spec rally car. I sold Chris that car a few years back now, maybe 7 years ago. The deal was done via Rally Prep. They brokered everything, so I didn't actually get to meet Chris, although that was never part of the deal. I didn't need to meet him anyway, particularly. But I was just glad the M3 went to a good home because its previous owner was sadly very ill and passed not that long after selling me the car. Excuse me whilst I crouch down and try to sit on the sill. The M20 that's fitted to this at the moment, although this is a 318 IS, and I would eventually love to put an M42 back in it. How realistic that's going to be, I don't know. They're a bit few on the ground, thin on the ground rather. Although I could always use the M44 from a Z3 or something like that, so it won't be too different. But if I'm going to have a different engine in there, I might as well get something with a bit more grunt. Possibly a Ford. Wash my mouth out. Or a Honda S2000 engine would be nice, but they're big money. But I would like something that, gives me sort of E30 M3 levels of power and performance, something that revs through to 9,000 would be nice as well. But the M20, let's see if it'll fire up. I gave it a bit of a service. It was a bit rough. The fuel pump's mounted in the boot. It's not the greatest of installations, but let's see if it'll go. Hopefully it should. The good old engine, the old M20. There it is. Life in the old girl yet. And a little bit of a hunt when it's first started, but I have disconnected the battery recently in the ECU, so it's probably take a little while to relearn the parameters, but she's getting there. Let's see. once she's warmer through, she revs a lot more cleanly, and she does idle at, far more steadily than she does at the moment. Oh, there we go. As I said, you know, once it gets a bit of warmth through, things start to improve. So yeah, the good news is that next week the guys from Rally Prep are coming down to take her back up to their workshops and hopefully get her through an MOT, get some seats in, just give the car a thorough going over, make sure everything is as it should be, because it did sit around unused for a fairly long time. Well, for at least the 5 or 6 months that it took me to scrape the money together to buy it. E30 prices being the way they are and how they've risen. You right there, Milo? So yeah, things are certainly looking up, and I'm really, you know, I'm really grateful to Rally Prep for offering to help me out. And if excuse me while I try and get to my feet. Oh, there we go. It gets a bit tedious walking on crutches all the time, but at least I can walk. So I need to remain a bit humble and have a bit of gratitude, because things could so easily have been very different. I've also got a different set of wheels coming. I'm getting a set of 16-inch 5 spokes, which are I'm just going to do a straight swap with the guy for these Team Dynamics 15s. It's a bit of a hike to go and get them, but he's got a bit of a hike. We're meeting midway. We live, Sod's Law, we live so far apart. It's about 3 hours each to actually do the deal, but I'll be going up in my old caddy to collect them. So yeah, that'd be nice to have some wheels on it that I fill the arches a bit more, and that I like. I just don't, the Team Dynamics ones, I know they're very popular and they're quite light, but yeah, just not for me. I want to put my own stamp on this car. I'm a bit embarrassed about how filthy it is, because it's looking a bit rough as a result. But do you know what? I think I might throw a bucket of water over and give it a bit of a clean. So anyway, it's just a brief update to let you know that I haven't forgotten it, and I'm looking forward to going up to Rally Prep and then working their magic. You only have to look at Chris Harris's E30 M3 to see the level of build that they can put together. A really talented bunch of guys up there, and know their way around an E30. I think Neil, the owner, I think his E30, I know that he's definitely got an E30 of his own. I've got a feeling his might be running S50 power, so sort of 300 plus brake, which certainly livens things up. Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to actually getting to drive this car again, hopefully this summer.